Hey guys, this is Stigmata here for Trinitarian Gaming, and we're here talking to our good boy Greg Winstanley, aka AirVault.
Hey guys.
And Greg is one of our newest additions to TG. We're super excited to have him with us. One of the original members of the AZ community and the Flagstaff community. Best Marthmain in AZ, and we are super glad to have him both as a player and as top analyst on our crew. So, great to have you here, Greg. Can we start by talking a little bit about your personal life? What do you do outside of Smash?
Outside of Smash, watching some shows on YouTube, play some games on my PC and on my PS4. Couple times, watch some anime when it comes out.
What animes do you watch?
Once in a while, I'll travel to California to see old friends from high school.
What animes do you watch?
Right now, I've been watching Dragon Ball Super.
Okay.
It's been really, really good. The second season of Food Wars, or I forget the Japanese name,
hilarious.
But that thing was so good. I want more of that so bad.
That show's so funny.
I love it. It makes me want to have that stuff in real life.
I know, right? It actually
So
looks
good.
super tasty.
Oh my gosh. Some of my friends have made that, and it's just like, oh, I want it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
What other games you play?
I've been recently playing Paper Mario Color Splash on the Wii U.
How's that?
It's a really good game. The writing's really well done.
Mm-hmm.
The paper aesthetic is probably the best of the series so far. It's just a simple RPG. If you just want just a chill RPG to play, I recommend it.
Cool.
Also played the Ratchet and Clank PS4 reboot.
Mm-hmm.
If you like Ratchet and Clank at all, I highly recommend it. It's just everything good about the Ratchet and Clank series, all in one good reboot.
Awesome, dude.
Also, can't wait for the big fan of the Soul series.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Souls 3 DLC comes out tomorrow,
Cool.
so I'll be playing the shitload of that in the next week.
Awesome. That's pretty awesome. And you've got a new job going on now, right?
Yeah. Actually, next week is my 30th day,
Cool.
so I'll be getting out of the probation period and be hired on officially, getting insurance and stuff. So
That's good, dude.
be able to get eyes checked and get new eyeglasses and other stuff.
That would be good.
So, yeah, but that's super exciting. There's prospects about hopefully like a vehicle in the future, so I can start going to locals again.
Yeah, you were saying that
on the more regular.
You were saying one of the biggest reasons you can't go to many tournaments is because of your car.
Yeah, the car's at 170,000 miles on it.
Jeez.
And I can't afford to fix it and I can't afford to buy a new one. And I can't afford it if this thing just breaks. So
Yeah.
I need a vehicle for work. So that's why I haven't gone to any tournaments really.
I got you, dude.
But I've been playing Wi-Fi when I feel like it. Playing Wi-Fi tournaments. I know it's not the same, but at least I'm not completely out of it.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. I know you're keeping up with the Marcina Discord, right?
Yeah, I'm part of the Marcina Discord. The largest character Discord of all the characters.
Yeah, but that's cheating because you guys got 2.
That's true. But I've been helping out the matchups there, especially with the Nest Villager matchup.
Okay. I would assume you know quite a bit about that.
Oh man, that was like a whole 2 paragraphs of the offstage game against Nest is all my words in that write-up. So
I mean, you've
that's
got
good.
experience against one of the best Nest and Villager players in the world, so. And obviously, big wins against him the last few times you played him, so.
Yep.
Plenty of experience there, and hopefully.
Yeah, last 3 times we've played, he hasn't gone Nest against me once. He's always playing Villager.
I think that's interesting.
And he hasn't done any better.
No, he hasn't done better with the Villager. That's kind of funny. Yeah.
I was Kryptonax.
Last I heard, he was planning on using Cloud against him.
Yeah,
next.
at the last turn I went to, he said if we play bracket, he'll be in for a surprise. And I think it's because he'll play Cloud, which
so.
I have experience against Cloud anyway. So.
I don't think Cloud does that well against Marth. I
No,
think
it's
that's actually
like,
a pretty alright matchup
even,
for Marth.
It's almost an even matchup.
I think so, yeah. Because Marth's got plenty of range. His frame data is not
barely in his
bad.
favor only because Limit is like that good.
Yeah,
but
it's that much
it's
an
not
X
that
factor,
bad at all.
You're one of the best edge guarding characters in the game, and
Yeah,
Cloud's not going to edge guard Marth.
Yeah, and my play style revolves around edge guarding, so it's it's just I don't know. It'd be tough for him, I think.
We'll talk more about that in a bit, but tell me about the name AirVault.
That's a story. All right, I've told the story a couple times throughout the Smash time. So back when I lived in California, around when I was like 15, I have a friend that would go over to his house on his guest computer. We'd play Counter-Strike. Or like he was getting me into PC gaming. I wasn't PC anything at that time. Okay. And he said, "You need a tag." I'm like, "I need a what?" Like I was that dude, the internet.
Yeah.
So I didn't have anything. So he said, "Okay." So he looked around his desk. He's just looking around. He had an Air Force badge his dad gave him. So he said, "Air." All right, Air. So we got to stick that. And then at the time, Yu-Gi-Oh was really big. So we were both playing Yu-Gi-Oh in high school. And he had a deck case, but it said Deck Vault on it. So he's like, AirVault. There you go.
There you go.
And it stuck. Never changed it. Never changed. My buddy has changed his tag like 8 times since I've known him. AirVault stuck with me. Has never changed.
For some reason, your tag just worked out. I mean, it's not like it's got the most inspiring story ever, but
yeah. And I find out later that AirVault is actually a band.
Is it really?
Yeah, when I looked under YouTube, if they just type in AirVault without anything, like no Smash related, it comes up. Sometimes it's me, but sometimes there's a band under that name.
That's kind of cool.
It was like, the fuck?
Well, maybe we'll resurrect your music career one day then.
I don't even know what the music was. I didn't even bother, but it was like, that's interesting.
So what was your start in the Smash Bros. Community?
Start in Smash? I guess I should just start when the start of it all. So I moved to Arizona in November of 2006. Yeah. And started community college that spring of 07. Yeah. And I went to that for a year and a half, 2 years I think. And the last semester, I was in training to do tutoring at the college, at the community college. And in the training, I see this guy walk up the aisle. I'm at the front desk on the left side right here. There's two spots. I'm on the left side inner on the aisle. Okay. I see this guy walk up with bleach white hair, tight pants. I'm like, what the fuck? So, and I think nothing. He sits on the aisle side next to me, so we're like this, and we're just doing that. And then I didn't think anything of it, so it goes on, and then we get to the break part because it's like a 4-hour orientation thing. So we get halfway, we get a break, and I talk to him. His name is Mark Thompson, and we were just talking about games, and then Smash came up, Brawl at the time. Yeah. And I hadn't played Brawl in a while. After I moved, like I put the game down because there's no one to play that I knew of, and it's not that I didn't enjoy playing it, it's just no one to play. Yeah. And the Wi-Fi, well, I didn't like it. So I talked to him, and through playing, we played. I got my butt kicked, and then he introduced me to 3 of our friends here in Kingman that played. Okay. And I was like invigorated to play because I still love the game so much. Yeah. And so I played with them, and played. Finally picking a main, and then at the time it was Zerasu in Brawl. Yeah. And then a buddy of ours was in Phoenix, and we had to go drive down there to get him when he was visiting his dad, and it was a local down there. Okay. So we're like, all right, let's just go do it. And we were full of ourselves, like, hey, when you win, blah, 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 blah. And I ended up tying for last. Really? I think I got 13. But I did get some comments like, hey, the Zersu looks good. Like, they gave me some praise, because no one plays Zersu at all. Cool. That's cool. People might know still Kyle actually complimented me at that tournament.
Yeah, so, he was big back then.
Yeah, he was super big. And then I think Mark actually got 5th his first tournament, which a lot of people were like, "Whoa, who's this guy?" So we had a lot of fun, even though I got my royal ass handed to me pretty much. And so we, after that, me and Mark moved to Flagstaff.
Okay.
And the first 2 years, year and a half of being in Flagstaff, we played. And wait, rewind. So after going to that tournament, Mark, for a time, moved in with me in Kingman because his dad had to move me. And so I was like, so he moved in, and so we played a lot, like a shitload.
Yeah.
And he showed me a video of Mr. R's Messiah combo video.
Yeah. The most famous Brawl combo video ever.
I saw it. I was like, I want to do that. I know nothing about the character, not really. And so that's what began my interest in Marth, just from that video alone. And it took, I think I played Marth for, I don't know, half a year before I took him to the first tournament, I think, something like that. And did some tournaments, got some hey, Mark's getting pretty good. Moved to Flagstaff, me and Mark still go on tournaments. Yeah. And then eventually, I was able to beat their resident Marth, Xenix, I think his name was. Okay. And almost being Steve-O, their 5th on PR. And it was like, whoa, what the heck? Who are you? Cool. I started to make a name for myself. And then, I don't know if I should stop here, around that time, to go into tournaments and then go into the gaming zone that eventually saw Apachai there. And that's how I got to know you guys. Yeah, but it was basically just one random comment video that got me to start playing Marth. True, yeah. And it was after a year, the first year was Zero Suit and the other random characters playing Zero Suit Pit or whatever. And then after that was Marth, only Marth. It was only Marth to be a main. That was it. Yeah. And it was then on. I picked up Snake for a little bit at the end, towards the end. Yeah. But it was 100% Marth the entire time.
Yeah, that's definitely what you were always known for in Brawl, is that amazing Marth. And watching you and Denver play a lot of your Marth Snake sets were super fun to watch. Not to mention you and a lot of the other guys out there. Hold on.
Yeah, a lot of the. I learned my Marth through watching Mr. R. There's a highly aggressive Marth style. Yeah. And here in the European Marth, here in the US, the top Marth was Mike Hayes. Yeah. And his Marth was very conservative, spacing, and just kind of wait for your opponent to do stuff. And that's what everyone expected in the Arizona scene at the time. And when I came along, I didn't know what that was. I was just hold forward the opponent and jump forward air. Yeah. And a lot of people actually didn't know what to do with this Marth that chased them down the entire time. And I had a lot of success with that for a while, actually. Just because people didn't expect me to just keep throwing attacks at them non-stop.
Yeah. I know eventually you did start to calm down and play a little bit more of a defensive style.
Yeah, eventually you hit that wall. And playing against Apachai, playing against Denver, did help a lot, because I had to.
Yeah, but he forced you to play a little more defensively.
This perspective for everyone. If this is the pendulum, and this part is aggressive, and this part is defensive, I was here, Denver was here, at the very end.
Your other hand's out of screen, but we get the point.
What's up?
Your other hand's out of screen, but we get the point, I guess.
It's in screen for me, I don't know what it is for you. So, but anyway, one end of the pendulum, aggressive as me, and then at the other end was Apachai. And Apachai was another person in Flagstaff. It's okay, so we played a lot after that. And we evened each other out pretty much. He started doing more aggressive things. I mellowed out a lot. But it made us better because of it. We both grew together. Yeah. We both got so much better together.
Yeah. And you guys were definitely... back when you guys were at the top of our scene, I know that was really exciting times. And it's not really that way at the moment anymore, mostly just because you haven't been able to go to many Flagstaff tournaments, and
and also I moved out of Flagstaff. So I was done with school. Even for Smash 4, when I was still there, me and Denver played, the first 6-8 months of this game, we played a lot.
You guys did, yeah.
We
I remember when
so much stuff.
you were picking up Sheik for a while back when Sheik was pretty broken, like pre-patch, and she had the broken back air and stuff.
But I still had Martha. I still remember like the first gaming zone tournament I went to. People were like, Martha can do that? I'm like, thought Martha was bad. Look at him. No. And that was when SS was just auto win for first, and I took him to last hit grand finals, the first tournament, and I was like, what the heck? Who's this Marth?
That was before Psyche was around too.
Yeah, that was way before. I didn't meet Psyche till Sandstorm.
Yeah. Psyche was at Sandstorm?
Yeah, he was in my pool. He played Pikachu.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I mean, he went
he
through
was one of the
Pikachu,
two
went
people
through
that in my
Diddy.
pool to take a game off of me. Him and PC Chris.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I know you went and bodied another Pikachu in that tournament named Z.
Dude, that's another story. Z's so pissed. We haven't played since that tournament, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, but I haven't been to any like Vegas tournaments, so that he's been at.
Okay. Granted, that was a customs tournament, so Pikachu was broken, and Marth was he had some special stuff going on.
Marth had some honorable mention brokenness, but Pikachu was pretty broken.
Pikachu was actually kind of busted.
Yeah, dude. He died at 50 because he got hit by a
Thunder Jolt.
Yeah.
You die at any percent because you get hit by a Thunder Jolt.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's dumb. Anyway, back to the thing, and this basically progressed from there. Me and Optime played a lot, met you guys in Flagstaff, kept going tournaments. I remember vividly when I was in super active in the Brawl days.
Yeah.
Going for like a year, I think, going to every local, so it's every 2 weeks, driving to Phoenix, driving back the same day.
I remember you and me went to a tournament, just you and us, and we showed up, and it was literally just K9 and Ness there.
I went to every local I could possibly go to, and it's not that I drove just myself.
Yeah.
So it's like I went all the time, and in the beginning I went just to get experience.
Yeah.
I went knowing I was going to get last in the beginning, because you gotta get better.
You gotta take your losses. Smash 4's got a lot better ways to I'd say
this is
train yourself.
This is Brawl when Wi-Fi isn't like the greatest.
Wi-Fi was fairly unplayable for a lot of people.
And I guess to put this perspective for people, Flagstaff to Phoenix is a 2-hour drive one way.
Yeah.
So I was driving 4 hours total with like gas and entry fee and stuff every 2 weeks for a year when I was super active.
Yeah. And obviously that's what's put all the strain on your car.
Yeah. But hey, I didn't mind it at all. I wanted to play the game I loved playing.
Yeah.
It absorbed my life those years. And it still does. I still think about it a lot now. But then it was just all I did. It was the non-stop Smash.
So what's your what do you think about the Flagstaff scene now? I know you haven't been to a tournament in a while, but how do you think it's shaping up?
I'm super glad for it to be everyone there is getting as like taking the game more seriously, going to Phoenix tournaments. I'm glad that everyone is like getting really good.
Yeah.
That the little seed of a scene that me and Mark started with all you guys like kind of just eventually grew.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, and then I graduated. It's like, damn, I can't take advantage of it.
It is kind of sad, yeah.
It's like go there every time I go back. I'm like, I get body a lot. I'm like, fuck, why am I not here?
Yeah, no.
But I'm
so
so glad that like a lot of people are a decent amount of players there are. It's not just me in Denver.
Yeah.
Are actually in the rankings for being PR, like taking big names from people. And
no,
DK Ellie has been like beating me and Denver, so that's even better.
And Larry Lur in the DK
Larry, like, that's fucking good.
And there's also the Weasel over there. Pretty much all of the good Flagstaff players are TG, so I won't bother with that. But the Weasel, he got I think 49th or something at Evo. Pretty much with all Corn, still winning lots of the Flagstaff locals. Spencer Takaide, still doing so great with pretty much all pit nowadays.
I heard he's playing with a Sheik as well now.
Is he playing with Sheik again? Okay.
Yeah, he's having fun with Sheik again.
Good.
Which is good. His Sheik is still good.
Yeah.
So.
I wasn't a fan of his Cloud. But I'll tell him that later.
It is what it is. He had good success with Cloud though.
He did have a lot of good success with Cloud.
But he has good success with Cloud and doubles when he plays doubles.
He's a very good doubles player with Cloud, with
Yeah.
Aaron. I think they've done a lot of great stuff together.
His doubles play is a lot better because they play doubles a lot. Anyway, but yeah, the Flagstaff scene, I'm just glad that it's gotten to the point where everyone is at a level where they don't get completely bodied and everyone, it's like a kind of up for grabs.
Yeah.
Because in the Brawl days, it was always just me and Dever just whooping everyone's butt.
Yeah.
And me and Dever were just talking about, like, eventually. And then this game came out, it's like, okay, there's a fresh slate. Me and him were still being the top two. But as it went on, me and him always had this, like, little inkling or discussion about eventually people are going to catch up because there's not... The game is just... too new.
Yeah.
And we wanted that so badly in Brawl. We wanted so badly for everyone to catch up to us, so we can like have another like strong force pushing us up, and we can push them up. But it just didn't have enough time. They were too far behind what we already had, and it just took forever for them to get up there.
There were a lot of like alright players back in the Brawl days, but there was clearly no one at your choose level. Moo was sometimes there, I guess, but he kind of he kind of just took it off.
So it was I wouldn't even like say it was very rare for him to be like highly competitive with me and Dever back then.
Yeah, definitely towards the end.
The only one towards the end that
actually trash, but
the only one that actually like the only one in the Brawl days actually doing well was Ollie.
Yeah.
His Midnight was K9 level at the end.
Yeah, he was.
But it was at the very end when the team died, so it didn't matter.
Sad.
But it proved that he had like the will to be a good player, and I knew in this game he would do the same thing. Yeah. It just took this long to do it. Now he's like doing very, very well. Even against like some bad matchups with his DK, it doesn't matter. He's that good of a player to like make it work.
Yeah, he's beating even like Rosalina's. I haven't seen him beat a Sonic yet that I know of.
Sonic is, I don't know how he's...
There aren't really many AZ Sonics anyways, though, so...
not that play often. Like, there are a couple, but not that play.
But he's dealing with a lot of stuff that DK struggles with and doing it very well.
Yeah, like, he's doing... Like, he's beating... He beat me, he beat Appa, Denver twice now. He's beaten me twice. He beat Larry and a DK Ditto. He beat... Like, he's beaten so many people that just, like, have beaten him so much in the past, but he finally has, like, I don't know, got an epiphany, or, like, I don't know what he did. But he's doing so much better, and I'm glad he finally got to it, because this is what he did in Brawl. It's like, just figure it out in this game.
So you talked a lot about your playstyle in Brawl, but how do you feel like your playstyle is in this game?
When I was in full practice, it was a really patient playstyle, because at the beginning, Marth couldn't commit to shit. Yeah. Like, if he hit your shield, you could hit him back and it was for free. Yeah. So I had to basically do what Denver did and just learn to bait and space like crazy. And as the patches, so at the beginning it was like super defensive, super like baity. And as the patches went on, that kind of faded towards being more aggressive because Marth actually had combos and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
And now it's devolved into being more or less how I used to play.
Okay.
Not fully, but it's more like some impulse actions that I shouldn't do, but being a little more aggressive, but being off stage all the time. I've never lost that.
Yeah.
I've never not off stage against any character. I don't care who you are. Even if it's like suicidal, like if I will at least attempt to do anything to you.
It's so cool.
Even if it's like bait or something, like, I'll go out there and try it. Because I've gimped every character in this game. There's no character I haven't gimped at least once.
That's pretty cool. Not a lot of guys can claim that.
And the two that are hardest, in my experience, are Zerasu and Bayo.
Okay.
Those are the two characters that are the hardest to get.
Mm.
Yoshi, you can bait out his jump and then hit him after his jump armor's over or something.
I don't find Yoshi that hard to get either, but
Sheik's not that bad, but because you can, but like
you can hit
Zerasu has
2-frame.
4 different ways to recover, and Bayo just keeps coming back and she can recover farther than Martha can go.
Yeah.
So you can't chase her too much.
Yeah, that's true. What do you think about the shaping up of the metagame, and how do you kind of feel like Marth fits into it?
He's a good. Now that he's got all the buffs,
Mm-hmm.
he is solo mainable.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of he doesn't do that bad against any of the top tier and high tiers, really. The only problem he has, there's too many characters. There's 59 characters,
Yeah.
so there's gonna be those 3 characters or 4 characters that just fucking suck to play against.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sonic, for example.
Yeah.
You can have a Sonic player that's far worse than you, but because the matchup is that shitty, because there's so many opportunities for Sonic to hit you, you can't hit it back.
Mm-hmm.
A very campy Sheik is really hard to deal with, but if the character doesn't have really good range pressure tools,
Mm-hmm.
Marth does really well against those characters.
Right.
Like he'll do well. He does pretty well against Cloud. Does well against Ryu to a point. He does well against Mario. He does well against Ness and Villager. He does well against Zerasu. That's not actually that bad anymore.
Yeah.
Like Sonic is. It depends on how well you can bait and just how your patience level for Sonic.
Right.
But if the Sonic has more patience than you, you basically lose.
Tough, but
Bayo,
have that problem.
It doesn't do that bad against Bayo. You can space against Bayo. As long as you're patient, you can win that matchup.
Mm-hmm.
But there isn't a matchup that you get completely destroyed at.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that's like, if you get hit once, you're gonna take 1,000,000,000% is Bayo and Fox. Fox, you could decimate him off stage if you're good enough.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that against Bayo, but she doesn't like kill as early as Fox.
Right.
So it kind of evens out. But a lot of people are not maining Marth. Back to like his metagame situation.
Yeah.
They're siding him in because he's just a character that if you have a character that doesn't have any like huge disjoints, doesn't have good range pressure,
Mm-hmm.
he will outspace and just camp the match out with his range.
That's true. You can do that.
And if you use it as a pocket character, it's even better because people don't expect it.
Right.
It's great. But the problem is when you main the character, they can counterpick against you with a character that you don't like.
Right.
The matchup that Marth just doesn't do well against. So in general, I think he's definitely solo mainable.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard, but you can. I think he's an amazing counterpick character because there's certain matchups that he just wins at.
Yeah.
Like if your character loses against, say like, if your character just doesn't do well against like Ness,
Mm-hmm.
well Marth just fixes that. Like you just,
Right.
60-40 match against Ness, you just win that matchup.
Yeah.
If your character doesn't do well against Rosa, Marth does pretty well against Rosa.
True.
That type of stuff.
Yeah. I can see that in Marth. He's definitely a super viable character nowadays, and it's exciting to see him get a lot more play. And hopefully it'll be really exciting to see you get a chance to come back to the scene. But we'll see how your car situation shakes out.
I have to talk to family about that and to see how that works out. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but I don't know. I haven't talked to him in detail about it. All I heard was a proposition. Hey, if we're gonna go get a minivan or like an SUV type of car, if you fix this on this car, you can have it. I'm like, sold.
Cool. Cool.
So I just got to figure out that end, but it sounds promising, and I have the money to do it. So
That's
we'll
good.
see.
That's good.
And I heard they were looking at SUVs like early this week or late last week or something. So I'm like, hey, sweet.
That's good, dude.
So hopefully, once that happens, I'll be be stoked. I'll be trying to get to at least like Flagstaff tournaments or something. Like I'll figure something out.
Cool. Awesome, man. Well, we'll definitely have you around more in some analysis videos and stuff like that, and get some more highlights from your past and hopefully some highlights in your future. But thanks for hanging out, man.
Yeah, man. It was great.
Cool. And thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like button and comment, and watch more videos from us. Thank you so much, guys. See you later.